Hey everybody, it's Melissa Feetsum, and I have a lot to say today, but I'm going to try to make it quick. I've been sitting on a lot of things recently, just thinking about a lot of things going on in our industry. But you know what? My kids are out of school for summer, and me trying to get on a Facebook Live is kind of like me trying to take a shower without anyone asking me a question. It just doesn't happen. Like, it's not going to happen. So, you guys are going to have to put up with some Facebook Lives with kids running through the house, because I not only have my kids, of course, who went and had 500 million children. I also have 500 million neighbor kids running through my house at any time. So, actually, funny story before we get started. I have this little 3-year-old boy who lives next door, cutest kid ever. And he walks in my house and hands me a box of, I'm sitting at my desk right here, and he hands me a box of Rice Krispies and says, and didn't say anything at first. And I said, "You need some milk there, buddy?" And he said, "No, I need you to make these." And I was like, make these? What are you doing? Well, and he pointed to the back of the box. He wanted me to make him Rice Krispie treats. This is my life. I started cracking up laughing. I'm like, where did you get those? And he's like, "From my house." And so I text his mom. I made the video and text his mom the video. And she was like, "Well, if mom says no, just take him to the neighbor." So anyways, that's basically the reality. Is I'm dealing with 500 million kids, and these videos are going to get harder and harder. You may have to deal with somebody busting in the video and interrupting us every now and then. If I'm going to make videos at all. But so I really wanted to talk about this change that we feel and see in our industry. Okay, nobody wants to talk about it. It's the taboo. It's the big elephant in the room that sales are down. Parties are down. Facebook parties aren't working like they used to. Some people are really having some success, but you know what? It's not on the scale that we used to see in our industry, in our companies, and it's every company. It's not just my personal company. It's every company. I talk with leaders from 20, 30 different companies, and it's the same across the board. So I really just want to throw that out there to those of you who are having a hard time in your business. You're not alone. That's the most important thing that you need to understand right now, is you're not alone. Okay, we are all feeling it. Nobody just wants to say it out loud. Okay, everybody's too afraid to say that out loud. I'm gonna say it. Business sucks right now. Okay, I'm just gonna say that really, really loud so everybody can hear. Okay, everything sucks. All right, so here's the deal. Facebook parties are down, sales are down, blah, 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 that whole story. Okay, so I want to talk about something, a concept for you to kind of wrap your head around, because we're going to be working on some things that are a little bit different. Actually, okay, they're totally different. I'm going to be working on some totally different concepts and things like that. But what I want you to understand is something called executive function. All right? Executive function. It's really hard for me to focus. I'm sorry. You get to see my ADHD in action like every day. Isn't that great? So executive function is something, it's a term that they gave to that part of your brain where you're on autopilot. Okay, so I want you to think about driving home. Okay, you drive home and you're like da 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 da, and then you get home and you're like, daggone, how did I get here? Like I was busy thinking about something, and my brain just took me there. I don't even remember turning on my street or turning there or at that stoplight, right? Give me a holler. Y'all know, y'all have ended up somewhere and you're like, dang, I hope I didn't run over any old ladies or nothing, because you don't remember how you got there. That is called executive function. That is, your brain is on autopilot. It already knows where you're going and what you're doing, and that pattern is so set in your brain that you don't really have to think too much about it. Okay, so you're on autopilot. You do this every day. Your brain is like, don't worry, make your grocery list in your head. I got the way home, right? Ugh, how dangerous is that? Okay, so that's how we have been running our businesses. If you think about it, just like bear with my random weird thoughts. So that's how we run our business. Okay, that's how we've been running our business for a very long time. Okay, we have had a really great run on Facebook parties and Facebook for 10 years. Okay, we've been doing a really great job, bang up job, doing all these Facebook parties and things, how we've been doing them on Facebook, right? But I want you to understand that things change. He's like, oh, I ain't getting in the middle of that. Mom's fired up. Things change. And what are you doing? Hey, wait till I'm done. Okay, wait till I'm done. I'll get it. I want you to understand that the things change. So think about Blockbuster video. Let's think about Blockbuster, okay? Anybody who is my age remembers Blockbuster on every single corner of every single street, okay? When you're growing up, Blockbuster was like, you were not cool if you weren't going to Blockbuster on a Friday night and getting a movie with your friends or your boyfriend or your family, or your grandma. It didn't matter. Like, everybody went to Blockbuster to get a VHS or DVD and watch movies. That's what happened. That was part of our culture and our society. Okay, it was just embedded in us. Now there are no Blockbusters, right? Because things change. Things evolve, society evolves, and that's what's happening in our industry. Okay, that's what's happening. We're evolving. This is not a bad thing. You know, everybody wants change, but nobody's really willing to change. If you think about that, just think really hard about that. Everybody wants things to change, but how many people are really willing to change with society and with the things that we're being handed right now? Things are on a rolling chain right now, and we're changing. So that's not a bad thing. We just have to start thinking of new ways to look at our business. And by no means am I saying, we had some eggheads. I made another video and somebody's like, Melissa said this. By no means am I saying that Facebook parties are dead and okay, don't even start that. What I'm saying is that we're always going to have that little piece of Facebook parties and all of that, but we're also evolving into something new, and we need to find some new business practices and some new ways of thinking and new ways of making money in our industry, in our businesses, to hold on to what we have. Because as much as I love Blockbuster, am I going to go invest in a Blockbuster chain right now? No, because it's not going to work. Even though it was so prosperous and made a lot of people a lot of money at one time, today it won't make them money. But you know what? There's a new thing called Netflix. And boy, they're sure knocking it down, making a lot of money, right? Because they found a new way to adapt to society and the changes that are coming. And that is exactly what we have to think about in our business. We have to be willing to find new ways to make money and do business and deals and transactions to keep making us money in this industry. Do you want to die like Blockbuster, or do you want to evolve like Netflix. So that's my really weird conversation with you today. We're going to be doing a lot of really new ideas that are going to be a little a lot different in the elite group. I'm going to be sharing a lot of things. Y'all know how to Facebook party. Y'all know how to do this. Y'all know how to do all of these things that have been handed to you. You're on autopilot, okay? You know how to do all those things. But for the people who want to evolve and want to start trying some new things that just haven't been done before, and you're going to look at me like I have 3 heads when I say them, that's where you need to be as the elite group, because I'm tired of not saying this out loud. I am tired of people just like being so quiet and prancing around. Screw that. Like, why are we being so quiet about needing to change and evolve with a new way of doing things? That's not something to be embarrassed or shy about. Let's take it on. Give me a problem and let me solve it, because that's where I find energy. I don't find energy in being snuffed out like a freaking candle. You can't keep me quiet. I'm tired of being quiet. This industry is struggling right now. It's struggling, but it's also thriving in a little bitty corner. And we are going to tap into some resources and figure out ways to hold on to what we have. Those Facebook parties that drive me nuts. I hate Facebook parties. I'm going to be the first person to say that out loud. Y'all, I hate Facebook parties. Hate them. They are draining and boring, and I don't like setting them up, and okay, but I want to make money, okay? I'm not stupid. I want to make money. So I am constantly trying all these new things, and I've tapped into a couple of things that are really, really good, but I'm so afraid to say anything because everybody's just walking around real quiet with their head down. It's hard to keep your head down and your chin up at the same time. I heard that quote like sometime on the treadmill this week. It's hard to keep your head down and your chin up. No, heads up, people. We got some new things coming. You just have to face that. You just have to face that there's some new things coming. Look up and chin up and see what happens to your business. You gotta embrace where you're at and what's around you before you can really take control of your business and what's happening. If you're denying what's happening, how can you help yourself? How can you help your business? You can't. And I'm tired of being quiet about that. So we're just gonna shake this crap up like a freaking snow globe, and we are going to start making some money and turn things around. We're going to turn this ship around because I'm so tired of being quiet. And that's it. All right. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Food for thought today.